Hello? Is this thing on? Hello, hello? Are we back? The Sewing with the Homies still stream? Are they still working on that jacket? He's still not done with it? You kidding me? Hasn't it been like a month since he's been working on this jacket? Yes, it has. Welcome back, everyone. How's it going? It's been a little bit since we streamed. A little bit off the schedule at the moment, but real life, been busy, you know? I was gonna stream on Tuesday this week, but, and look who it is, Faith, the bag master. How many bags are we at now? 20, 30? More? We're back. We're gonna finish the jacket today. 8? Look at you. Well done. That's awesome, Faith. I hope you're enjoying the process so far. I'm looking forward to hearing more about it soon. We're gonna finish the jacket today. We're gonna finish this. And by finish, I mean most of the way. We're gonna do the collar and we're gonna set the sleeves today. And that might be it. There's still the lining to do. There's still some notions like putting on snaps. These guys. But I noticed something. There's a problem. What is that problem? I don't really like the jacket. It's nothing against the pattern. It's nothing against anything like that. I've just never really worn a jacket like this. And now that I'm seeing it again, I just don't really care for it. So the sojo isn't really there. You know what I mean? It's been like a step to get over to just want to stream because I'm working on this. It feels weird to like just stop doing this project, but I think we've all been there where we're working on something and then we decide, not for me. I'm kind of getting that here with this jacket. So I kind of want to get it to a closing point. While I have been offline, I still have been working on it. I cut out my taco lining. So we have tacos ready to go for the inside. And yeah, we're gonna get it most of the way over the finish line, and I'll probably still work on it offline, off stream. But I'm kind of excited for other projects. We're gonna start a pair of pants next, and I like that pattern. I like the fabric I got, so I'm just really excited to get started with that. Exactly, Faith. Thank you. And so yeah, it's been a little bit of a struggle the last few streams. I don't regret working on the jacket. I think I've learned a ton working on this. But I don't know, I just don't really like it, you know? So like Faith said, can't force creativity. But yeah, so we're just gonna do a little bit more today. I'm just gonna get back into the swing of streaming since it's been a few days extra since I've been on here. Get the rust, get the dust off all this. Let me get suited up real quick. The other thing I've been doing while I've been gone is I have been working on the stream a little bit. So for my few subscribers, I now have some sub badges and we've got some emotes. And I think that is pretty nice. So yeah, we've been making a little progress offline. And so while you haven't seen me much here and while we've been kind of spinning our wheels on the jacket, the stream goes on. We move forward. 17 pounds of fabric? Faith. You're a mad scientist behind this machine. You mentioned how much you like to maybe oversupply yourself for a new hobby. And you've lived up to that. 17 pounds. How we... I can't even imagine how much that is. I can't visualize it. Alright, so what are we doing? Let's find out. Oh, can you see the badge too? Can you see the little like shirt I have on there? That's so cool. Hey, maybe it's a cool pattern. Or the material, yeah, maybe it just looks good, you know? Let's see, do my buttons still work? Yes, they do. Cool. Have you learned any more lessons on your machine, either good or maybe learned the hard way, Faith? It isn't cool, and Scoop is probably going to be a nightmare to sew. Yeah, it's true. Fair enough. Yeah, it's probably quite slippery, I would assume, no? Not the easiest to work with. That's also what I've noticed as well. I've started to gravitate or go away from stretchy or smooth, slippery material. That's the word I'm looking for. Because it is a pain to work with. I want stuff that will not move. I'm going to quickly measure this. So last time on Sewing with the Homies, we cut straight down the back of this jacket to take out some of the fabric. I made this center seam to kind of bring in the sides because there's a little bit too much going on. And I think that worked. But now we need to get our collar cut out, which, to be honest, I should have done off stream, but we didn't. Also, I need to find... I gotta get that fabric. Where is that fabric? You broke and replaced your first needle yesterday as well. Nice! How did you break it? How did it happen? The one time I broke a needle, it was slightly too loose in the holder, whatever it's called. And I just watched it slow motion, slowly just slide out of its spot, turn sideways, and then just broke in half. Oh, is it a certain type of foot you're using? Yeah. All right, let me get the fabric going. And then we'll do a couple cuts. We'll get the interfacing. And we will get going with it. I did a little bit of shopping as well to get some extra fabric for some other projects. We have like 3 or 4 projects lined up. So we're excited. We're looking forward to what's next. I'll do a little reveal here. This is a funky material that I got. I kind of forget what this actually is now that I'm thinking about it. There's the inside. I think I'm gonna make like a pair of shorts out of this. I don't know if you can really see the texture or the pattern on there, but I don't know, never really had a fabric like this, but I liked it and it was on sale, so we went with it. And then the other fabric we got is this very nice, soft, I don't know, sweater? I forget what this is as well. But nice, thick, chunky stuff. I'm probably gonna make another crew neck sweater out of this. So very excited for those. But first we have to get this guy out of the way. Short shorts. Yeah, maybe. How short are you thinking? I think shorts are usually like, well, you can't even see where I'm really pointing on my legs, but yeah. Rolled hem hook, clip it, clip in the way, and panic stomping the pedal. Love it. Classic. Hopefully you haven't done that in a vehicle where you panic stomp the gas pedal. That would be less good. Does this fit in there? No. You don't drive for that reason. Fair enough. Oh. I don't know if we're going that short, but I think they'll be on the shorter side, yeah. And I'm gonna use the wrong side of that fabric to give some edges and everything on it. Yeah, I'm excited to work with it. And we still have a bunch of this fabric. I do like the fabric still. I think I'll use it in something else. But just this in the jacket, I don't know. It ain't working for me, you know? But that's okay. I don't feel like working on the ground today. I think I can situate this enough so I can cut this on the table. Oh, but it would be nice to rotary cut this. I need a tabletop cutting mat so I don't have to get the full thing out. I forget, did you get both a rotary cutter and shears, Faith? Did you decide which one you like? I'll use this part here, I guess. 3 rectangle bag templates. Acrylic. Ah, yes. Mm-hmm. And you have both. Nice. You'll have to let me know what you think of that, the bag template. I've never really used an acrylic like that. The one thing I have been using for my patterns, besides paper, is Swedish tracing paper. And I'm looking to see if I have any right here, but I don't. It's really nice. You can sew with it. It doesn't rip. And you can fold it up easily. It's basically just a thicker paper, but I've been liking using that when I'm reusing things. Okay, so let's see, we just measured on the jacket and that was only 22 inches. This is 23.5. So we need to take a little bit more ooch. Since the bag is just 3 varying sizes of rectangle, it's got them. Oh yeah. That makes sense. Nice, that's smart. I don't have... Let me get some paper cutting shears, because we're not going to cut with our fabric scissors. Cool, Amy! Does that MC in your name stand for Minecraft, Amy? I noticed MC. Is that Minecraft MC? Should I cut right down the middle? Let's think about this. Yeah, let's do it. It is from Minecraft. Very cool. I love Minecraft. So much time put into it. Swedish tracing paper, the one that leaves the imprint when you use a wheel. Oh. No. Let me see if I have some like quickly accessible. And yeah. Amy, I'm good. How have you been? I've decided to call it kind of quits on this jacket in a way. We've made some good progress, but I realized I don't really care for the pattern. The pattern itself is great, but it's just not really for me. Yeah, I don't know where my paper is. I would look that up for future things. If you want something that you can keep reusing and kind of beat up, I mean, you'll cut right through it with like rotor cutters or shears, but you're not gonna rip it when moving around, and it doesn't matter if it gets all crinkled and folded up. It's pretty durable. And like I said, you can cut it if you need to resize it, and you can sew it back together on itself. It's like a really thick dryer sheet, basically. The jacket pattern, yeah, I just, I don't know, I haven't really worn a jacket like this before. And I wanted to get the pattern to just learn some of the techniques that are going on here. And that's kind of why I got it in the first place. And I didn't totally care for the jacket when we were doing the test version of this, because this is, again, the second version. And I thought I would like it a little bit more when we got this one, but I don't know. I just kind of realized that I was not so motivated to get the stream going because I didn't really want to work on the jacket anymore. So we're gonna do some kind of finishing touches on this. And then I'll probably finish the rest offline because I am excited to start some other projects. Other things in the pipeline, other things we want to do. Ain't nobody got time to work on a project they don't want to work on. All right, this should be the length we need. Don't have any tape here. I definitely prepared for the stream, that's for sure. She used trace paper and multiple other types of paper recently. I think she used the copy paper. Yep. Yes. Yeah, I would agree with you. Especially with your rectangles like you're talking about. The Swedish tracing paper is nice for modifying patterns you have. Like, I just cut through the collar piece on this. What I could have done is I could have copied this over to the Swedish tracing paper and then made my changes on that so that I didn't have to worry about messing up this or like reprinting it down the road. But once again, we don't have time for that. We're just gonna do it. Movie time! Thanks for checking in, Amy. Have a good movie watch. What are you watching? Yeah, the overestimation or underestimation sometimes on fabric can get a little extreme. I've been there. Well, here's an example where I just miscalculated and look how much fabric I ended up with. I don't need any of this. But here we are. It is nice to be back on stream. I skipped my last couple normal stream times. I only streamed once last week. Didn't stream one of my days this week, but it feels good to be back. And now I get to hang out with Faith. Sewing with the homie. Cool. What do you do with 3? Wow, yeah, neon yellow starburst. That is a grand question. Honestly, that sounds really cool. Why not? You have all the spare fabric. You're already so like up to speed and so creative with your sewing projects, even though you've just started a month ago. Oh. You know, I should have thought about seam allowance on this. I did not think about seam allowance here. Now the collar might be a little short again. Well, I could remeasure that. I could redo this, or I could just cut slightly more than what I need and hope that's enough. Do I even have this? Nope, I didn't even pin that right. There's not even fabric there. Good to see my skill level hasn't changed since last stream. There we go. Now I will actually get fabric when I cut through that. Fair enough. Honestly, that's probably a good thing to do, because then it gives you some ideas of what you want to work on next or what to aspire to. Any recommendations for some of these theory videos you watch? Ooh, corduroy, nice. Embroidery patches. Do you have that on your machine? Or are you just gonna like acquire them otherwise? This is gonna be awkward to cut. Could I have done this better? Always. Don't mind my cuts. I'm just gonna eyeball a bit of a seam allowance on both sides, I think. Surely nothing could go wrong with that. Speaking of embroidery things and machines, I've been thinking about what to do with my sewing machine. It's in desperate need of some maintenance on it, but the cost of maintenance is almost double the amount that I paid, or that was the cost of the machine. So it's kind of hard to justify that. I understand maintenance is necessary, but that, in my mind, just means that, you know, instead I should just replace the machine. But now it's like trying to figure out what machine and what features I'm looking for. What do I do most of the time? Well, just like a straight stitch or a zigzag stitch. but I'd also like to do some type of embroidery things, and like I have some lettering that I can do on this machine. The computerized part of this is pretty helpful. So I know RFB would be in here yelling at me to get a vintage machine. And I don't disagree, but I also want some of the other bells and whistles. So I'm kind of in a predicament. I don't know what to do. And I haven't really found another machine. You can hand embroider. Can you teach me? What? That sounds really cool. Vintage is a nice for historic accuracy. Yeah. Yep. Exactly. So I don't know, I'm back and forth. It's a bit of a dilemma. And so far this machine, the last couple times, has been operating as it should. But we've also had a handful of issues with this. I know, right? Yeah, some of the machines are just so expensive. So expensive. Okay, I need to find my interfacing. Did we ever leave the ditch? Did we ever get into the ditch? Where is me interfacing? Back into the closet I go. Hunting around. Aha. Oh, right. I am like out of interfacing. All right, we're not gonna interface the collar. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. And it'll save us time. Why resist? Why resist the urge? Careful, Faith, I'm just gonna enable you. You have pounds of fabric that you could use the bias tape on. I'm just saying. Okay, this collar. What do I do with this again? I think we just sew around the outside, turn it out. I think that's about it, right? I do believe. You have a bias foot? I mean, you kind of need to try it then, right? How do you know if it works if you haven't used it yet? Right, okay, let's see. All right, so I'm just gonna sew around the outer edge of this, piece it together, we flip it out, and then we attach it. Right? I think that's it. Oh yeah, we also have to do a little bit of a lining on the inside. We have a pull cord that goes through this, so we need to make a little channel for that cord to go through. All right, back to the machine finally. Get my pedal ready. Pintuck seemed fun, but I don't think my machine is. Oh yeah, you know what? I've wanted to use a twin needle as well. There's one that came with this, but when I tried to use it, it was not really cooperating. I definitely need to spend more time and investigate that, but I would also love to use a twin needle. Yeah, maybe take it in some steps. All right, I'll reel it in a little bit. Do some of those things, just not all at once. Take it in steps. Very nice, very good. Ooh. It's actually a pretty fun idea. Taking advantage of the materials you got with the packaging. That's cool. Probably should be like cleaning up some of these corners and everything and taking out a little bit of this fabric. But we're just gonna do it kind of quick and dirty. If we can. You know what? We need the element of heat. Is that still plugged in? We'll find out. I think that's plugged in. Should be good. What do you mean the Fire Nation? Not again. Oh, the element of heat. Right. What tribe are you? I think I'm between like Earth, maybe air too. I think more Earth. What is that? Why is it reversed? Air sign. Ah, very nice. What a great series. Been a long time since I've seen it, but wow. So good. That's unusually straight lines here for the curve that I did with that. Why is that so? Do I mind? A little bit. Oh, I guess it is a little bit like that. Lines are a little bit funky. We're just kind of zooming through this. That's okay. We're just having fun with it. Cool. Let's press this real quick. I think a little bit, but sometimes it stretches both directions, you know? I think that's the point of the weave sometimes, is where it kind of flexes any way you take it. I think it would a little bit, yes. But maybe not as much as you'd, or as little as you would want it to move. I do think it is a good place to start, though. I think that's kind of like the starting journey for everybody starting with stretchy jersey or those types of knits. But then I think, as you're already finding, sometimes you're just gonna get a little bit sick of it. You just get done with it. I don't know if you can still hear me, but I can't hear out of my headphones anymore. Give me 1 second. All right, I think we're good, right? Yeah. Oh, is the music back now? I think the headphones disconnecting also paused the music. But it's back now, right? No music. What? Oh yeah, I see. That's a new issue. I hear it. I think it sounds nice. All right, let me try this. Me. What do I sing? I'm sewing with the homies, and I don't know what to say. That's not working, is it? No. Sing for me! I was Phantom of the Opera for Halloween this year. I haven't dressed up in years, but I had the right stuff. I had the hair, so we did it. Let's see. Now you can hear that, right? Yeah. Weird. Also, I don't like how the text is over there. Can I just move you over? That looks better, right? Now you're more on the side. It's a little bit cleaner. And then also, I love jazz. I can appreciate pretty much all forms of music for the most part. Just depends on the day, the mood, the action I'm doing, you know? Excuse me. We're good. All right. We're gonna run a little top stitch around. What's the best way to do this? Let's see. Let's try that. That would actually be terrifying. You know, I'd say I'm not really into like trance, and if the beat is a little bit too repetitive, you know, then I won't really care for it as much. But I do like a good like house, or I do like some electronic stuff. That's actually not too bad of a top stitch. There's some issues here and there, but pretty clean overall. Nice. Okay, so what does this look like? We've just dressed up this collar, but does this line up with our jacket as it should, according to our patron? Let's see. Even kijken. Laten we zo zien. Ja. Little short, but honestly not bad. It's supposed to line up with these little folds right here, these two end pieces. Collar is supposed to go whoop, and I think it is gonna go whoop. So we'll take that. Fairy dust, fairy dust, fairy dust. Hey, fairy dust. It's going all right. We're gonna throw in the towel on the jacket. We're getting to a closing point today, but I am ready for the next project, and I am a little bit demotivated to finish this. I don't really care for the pattern, so we've decided we're moving on to bigger and better things. Not better things. We're moving on to different things. Got a random piece of suede. Ooh. Ooh. It's like denim on one side and feels like suede on the other. Ooh, what are you gonna do with that? Do you have any ideas for it? How have you been, Fairy Dust? How are things for you on your side? I haven't been here much recently, but I have been working on stuff. Progressing the stream a little bit. I have some emotes now. I have some sub badges. I did a little bit more for this jacket off stream. But a little busy with life. But I'm excited to be back. And I'm glad to be here. And I'm glad you're here. And I'm glad you're here too, Faith. And anybody else who's hanging out. If there is anybody hanging out. What do you want from me, Collar? What do you desire? What do you require? Pin it down. Pin the collar to the neckline, right side facing. Align the left collar edge with the folds on the left placket, and the right collar edge with the right placket fold. Match the notches center, back, and shoulder, and the ones at the front edge placket seam. Baste or pin the collar to the neckline. Now, fold the placket tightly around the collar edges and pin the collar, neckline, and facings together throughout all layers. Oh right, this gets a little funky. Forgot about this. I should have looked a little bit further ahead. I needed to do a little bit more homework. But okay, nothing exciting going on. Hey, you know what? That's okay. We don't always need the excitement. Sometimes that's a good thing. A lot of times that's not a bad thing. Well, I'm glad to hear Fairy Dust. Thanks for checking in. We still got the purple, but we are dying out a little bit. We need a little bit of a redo. We're getting a little rough on the polish, but we're still working on it. Okay, let's see. Right side facing, wrong side facing. Yes. So we go like this. Based. We have all the magic things here. Faith, Fairy Dust. Where is the trust? Okay, this is a step that I kind of forgot that I should have looked into a little bit. So it's like putting the collar up against the jacket like so. But then this placket piece is supposed to flip around and be something like this. What are you telling me? What are you having me do here? Pin the collar. Yep. Let's pin down the collar first. Let's see how it goes. Got a few pieces of silk that feel gorgeous but so slippery. Faith, you've accumulated so much. Every other message you're telling me about something new you got. What haven't you got for a notion or fabric or... like, you have so much ready to go. Are you sewing right now? I don't think you have time to not sew at the moment. I'm an enabler, but I think you've already got enough that, I mean, what is there left for me to enable you to do? You've already gotten all the things. You have all the things. In all the forms, sometimes in multiple colors too, I think. Fair enough. Sorry about that. If you want to hold your hands near this heating element, it can help with the heat a little bit. Just not too close. Sewing with the homies is not reliable for any damages done to hands or other body parts. Any acts performed on stream are done by a semi-professional and not recommended to repeat at home. Ah, can't sue me now. Ooh, are we actually a little bit short on this? Oh no, oh no. I think we're like an awkward amount short on it. But also this is being weird. Please, 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 please. Oh, it's like just too short. Barely, barely. I think we can make it work. I'm sure it will be fine. The other version of the jacket was much shorter than this anyway. Honestly, that may be just right. Suspicious Fire Nation. When aren't they suspicious? Crocheting a doll! 2 ears, 2 arms, a leg and a half. Ooh, kind of creepy sounding at the moment. Crocheting a whole doll. That's cool. That's right. You said you were doing crocheting before. That's the craft you're transitioning from, right? Yay, appendages! Woohoo! I think that's what we need to do. We flip around the inside piece like this, and then we piece it all together here and sew it like a so. So then it's like 5 layers of fabric. Oh god, my poor machine. Look at this chunk of fabric it needs to go through. Interfacing, canvas, 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 canvas. Like 5 layers, I think. 6. Oof. Putting our machine to the test. Will it survive? Stay tuned to find out. Crop the jacket and cosplay Jubilee from X-Men. You might be cooking an idea there, Faith. Is this the saving move for the jacket that makes me like it again? Turn it into an X-Men cosplay? Is this the move? Okay, let me study this one more time. We pin the collar. Match the notches. Fold the placket tightly around the collar edges. But what? Where's the step of like, what do you mean? What do you mean? It doesn't actually say to sew that part. But why? I should baste the first piece though. I can hear, I believe it was Amy who was advocating for the power of basting, and I don't disagree. So I think I should baste. Let's baste. Basting good. Find the placket of your jacket just to whack it. Time out. Take a lap, Faith. Think about what you did for that joke. Or the rhyme, rather. We have ads starting in a couple of minutes here. We have to take a little 3-minute ad break on the hour. But don't go away, because when we come back, we'll still be here working on this. But maybe we'll be doing something else. You won't know until you see. Is that good enough cliffhanger? Does that keep you engaged and wondering what's next? Is this color gonna turn out? Is it gonna look good? Stay tuned to find out. Are there a bunch of wrinkles under here from how I'm just sewing this and basing this on and not really taking too much attention to what's going on underneath? Stay tuned to find out. Ooh, wait. Is that... No, I think we're good. What is he waiting about? Find out. Next. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. I don't know if I ever know what I'm saying. You know what I mean? Anybody else not knowing what they're saying or doing? Oh, that is a little bit short. That's sad. That's annoying. What do you mean? Me just eyeballing this and modifying the pattern in a way that I didn't look too much into it and I just kind of guesstimated didn't work out entirely how I wanted? What the hell? Come on. Oh, fairy dust. Okay, the ads are just about to start. But the next project, pants. Find out more after this commercial break. Ads start yet? Anything? I don't think so. Almost had the timing. Excuse me. Sorry to cough in your ear or speakers. Wow. I missed a good amount of this. See how much I missed after this commercial break. Oh, it's terrible. Oi, 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 oi. Some people? All people. Well, you're right. Some people. Ads are playing, right? I'm not just sitting here quiet, ignoring things. Not even ignoring things, but just not commentating. Patiently waiting. Let me know when we're back, if we are back. Are we back? We're here? We good? I'm just sitting here lost, pondering what's the next step because something isn't right. Oh, I know what isn't right. The adjustment I made to the back is also affecting this piece, the placket pieces. What's a quick way to fix this? Can I take out a little bit here and there? Yeesh. All right, we're gonna try, I'm just gonna pin some things down here. So the next step is just a little bit more of like a finishing piece on the collar. But like I was just saying, this piece is supposed to go along the line of the collar here. But this piece was not adjusted for the adjustments that I made to the back of the jacket. So now this is too long compared to this. And also, this is what we're gonna see after the commercial break. The fact that I missed on my basic stitch here, and here, and here, and yeah. I've basted better in my days, but you know what? I've also probably basted worse. So we'll take it. I'm gonna try something a little bit janky. It's on the inside, so. What a variety of ads too, wow. It's trying to cover all of its bases. K-pop, Chinese food, feminine hygiene products, pet odor neutralizer. Well, that's all things that we talk about and do very often here on Sewing with the Homies is, you know, cook food and listen to K-pop and practice good hygiene and take care of our stinky pets, you know? Well, welcome back. Sorry, and also thank you for watching those ads and sticking around. I forget, Fairy Dust, did you say you were like thinking about getting into sewing but you hadn't quite gotten there, or you had just started, or remind me where you are on that? Okay, that's a little bit too much now. Right? Or no, I need... What is happening here? I'm a little confused. Does it show? Can you tell? The fact that I've done the same movement like 5 times now? Can you tell? I'm a little confused, a little lost. A little lost in the sauce. I honestly might skip this step for right now. I think I'm gonna set the sleeves and move on. I kind of think I know what's going on, but like, yeah. All right, fair enough, Fairy Dust. Well, you never know, I guess. Alright, let's see the sleeves. I just want the sleeves on. Let's get some sleeves, please. I need to remind myself which sleeve is which. Okay, I think I can already tell. This is the left. This is the right. Yes. You know what, Fairy Dust? Something you need. Actually, where is this? Give me 1 second. You crochet, that's right. Yeah. Yes. Thanks for that, Fairy Dust. Yes, now I remember this conversation. And I remember your very nice comment you said about me. I appreciate that. Where was this? Give me 1 second. I want to look at something. Where is this? No. This one. Also no. Okay, I'll stop messing with it for now. I will do something eventually. What a random statement. Yeah, it's created. I just need to add the details to it. It's a work in progress. It's a work in progress. It is overdue, but it's still a work in progress. Thank you for the reminder, though, because it's been on my mind. But check it out, though. What I did work on is I have these, a couple new emotes. We got the Grim Reaper. Sorry, I call it the Grim Ripper. Instead of the scythe, he's holding, notice, purple handle, but my seam ripper. Which anytime we're gonna do some seam ripping, we'll use that emote, or if I have to rip somebody from the chat, ban some bots, can use that one. So I'm getting things going. We're still working on it. As my in-laws say, I I need to find a round to it. You know what I mean? Haven't really got to it yet. Haven't got around to it. Gotta find some. And one day when I do get that round to it, well, we'll have a really cool Discord server. You know what? There's notches on this sleeve that are supposed to line up. Ah, with that notch right there. Perfect. You know, I might have to someday. What I was going to try to, I was going to try to do something else with the chat, but okay, actually I had one other idea real quick. It's all right. Cooking up something over here. Definitely realize I need to get better at figuring out all this. That's what I was looking for. There we go. That's what I wanted. Say something, Fairy Dust, please. Yeah, look at that. If only we could make it purple, then it would really align. What am I doing here? What am I doing? Had to set you up with that VIP. Doesn't really get you anything. Doesn't really do anything. But now you have a cool little badge. And you always pop in and are nice here. So thanks for being cool. Thanks for hanging out. Even though you don't sew. I think it's pretty cool that you find people and can appreciate the craft enough to watch and enjoy. So thanks, Fairy Dust. Very cool. No, thank you. It's the least I could do. Alright, so I think this is aligned. We just need to go around the outside of this, attach the sleeve, and then we'd be sleeving. And now every time you come in, you can flex that diamond, be like, look at that VIP. Only a select amount are out there. You're the first one to get one. Exclusive club. Very cool. All right, maybe I should pin this. Let's not get too crazy with it. And yes, not me searching all over the Twitch dashboard trying to find where I manage the VIP thing. Definitely didn't do that. Totally know what I'm doing. Oh, what is this sleeve? What the hell is this? I didn't even make it to the end. That is going to be a slight issue. Because now I'm just gonna have a little like hole in the armpit. Ah, damn. Alright. Let's fix that up real quick. Then we'll put in the sleeve. Then we might call it. But I'm going to be back tomorrow. And I'm going to start the pants tomorrow. And I'm excited for that. They are not purple, but they're kind of close. It is a smoky pink is the color of those. I'm trying to add more color to my wardrobe. And I liked the color, and so we went with it. Perfect, okay. No armpit holes. Thank you, thank you. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. Just moissanite, don't worry about it. No, let him be jealous. That's fine. Not everyone can be fairy dust. And people will just have to accept that. Where did my little notch go now? There it is. Okay. As we were pinning the sleeve in so I can attach it. We'll do the same to that. Wait a second. Okay. I'm taking so long to just do these basic things, but I just realized, am I even putting the sleeve in the right side of the jacket? This is the right armhole. So I need to make sure this is the right side sleeve. And it is. Okay. Genuinely lucked out on that because I was not paying attention to that at all. But just as I planned it. I don't even need to check because I just know. Okay, this is pinned. How many more pins should we put in this? Not many. Ooh, that was a cool little breakdown in the song. We got that cool synth in the background too, going wow, 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 wow. Ooh, even a little singing. Wow. Really building on the song here. All right, let's finally get to it. Let's get sleepy. If Faith was here making another pun, I believe they would say something around, "Sleeve it to me. I'll get the job done." Something like this. Faith? Are you there to defend your joke or your claim? 872 pins? Oh, damn. I was one short. Whoops. I should have looked at that sooner. I think you're right, though. Because look at this, it's like all folded over on itself. Probably wouldn't have happened if I had another 870 pins. 871 pins. Do I have that many here? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I need a few more. Okay, what am I doing here? I ask myself for every single thing I do in life. What is this bump I'm feeling? Any strange bumps should be checked by a medical professional. Friendly reminder. I'm really trying to check here, but I'm hoping I'm not sewing through something I shouldn't be. I think I'm okay though. This has been a good project, but I am excited to be done with it. It's just time. It's just been so long working on one thing, looking at the same thing, kind of in an unknown element. I like when I know what I'm doing a little bit more on stream. Makes it a little bit smoother and less time spinning my wheels figuring something out. I understand that's maybe a good part of the process to show for some people, because then it's, you know, helpful or motivating that if they have the issues, then they're not alone. But I think as far as an entertainment value goes, or something that's a little bit easier to follow, is when the person working on something actually knows what they're doing. At least that's my take. All right, we're almost there. You always have a few work in progress to switch between. That's a good point. Yeah, I still intend to finish this. And I'm not just saying that to say it. I've never really had like a... Okay, I guess I've had a couple of shirts early on where I was still learning and testing things out, where I didn't completely finish them, but they're still like in a wearable state. They maybe just don't have a collar on it, or they don't have cuffs or something. Couple of raw edges showing. But I've never really gone this far into a project and not finished it. And I have the equipment, like I have the snaps to put on. I can finish it. I just kind of made the realization that I just don't really like it. But I do want to finish this, so yeah, maybe we will come back to this at some point. Maybe I will save the finishing pieces for another stream day. And that's actually a good idea too. If I finish something and I have like motivation, or I want to come back to it, instead of trying to figure out what to start next, I could go back to something we have work in progress. And maybe I could also use like Discord for this in a way, but maybe I could have some type of like project tracker somewhere. Actually, I do have that. but it's in an app. How could I convey that on stream? All right, is the sleeve functional? Let's find out together. It's looking functional to me. Oh, I could clean that up a little bit. Those stitches don't need to be there. That doesn't entirely line up at the seam. That's okay. That's under the arm. Nobody will see that. Doesn't totally line up at the shoulder either, though. Actually, I don't think it's supposed to. Right. Look at that. That's a sleeve. That's looking more like something. I think my issues are just like the fit, and I don't really care for like all the pockets. I'm never gonna use these things. But I do like the fabric. And there's things about this I still do like. I don't know, maybe I just don't like working on it anymore. Maybe I'm just done working on it for now. Maybe you're right, Fairy Dust. Maybe it is just a bit of burnout. And I've been sitting on this other fabric for a while. I'm just ready to do the next thing. All right, let's set the final sleeve, and then I think we'll be done for today. Oh, did I wash? Oh, yes, I did. Yes, I did. My other fabric is washed and ready to go. I think. Hope. Oh god, did I? No, I can't remember. Maybe I need to wash that fabric just in case before I start cutting it tomorrow. So make sure you tune in because it's probably going to be another floor stream. Crawling around on the ground, cutting things out. Yeehaw! I told you so, right here for the yeehaw, y'all. And look at that. Look at that little badge you got. Ooh, what about that? What about that, huh? The pockets are the thing you like. See, I like the way the pockets look. I'm just not gonna use them. And it does give something to the panels, otherwise it'd just be totally plain. But, I don't know, something about it. Woot! So the badges, the sub badges, each month are the shirts that I've made. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Who thought of that great, genius idea? I wonder. How have you been? I told you so. How's it going with you, pal? But yeah, I agree, Fairy Dust. I love the fabric. Love the color. And it does look cool. There's just pieces of this. Something isn't vibing right. I don't know what it is. Where are my notches here? Oh, that's it right there. Gouda! More vest stuff. I love being a hermit. Quite good at it. Well, very cool. I told you so. Thanks for stopping in and popping by and saying hey. I'm finishing up my jacket today. I'm not gonna finish it, but I've decided to kind of shelf it for now. And we're gonna start pants tomorrow. You know what? I gotta show you the fabric. Fairy dust, you gotta see this too. Oh, and I was showing off. Ow! Hit the camera on the wall. I was showing off the fabric that I got for all their projects. I think I have at least 3 projects lined up. And this is what we're going to make the pants out of, which the color isn't really coming through. It's getting a little bit washed out by the lights, but it's a smoky pink color. There is some pink going on with it, so I like it. It's subtle, but I think it'll make a great pair of pants. So there's that fabric. Then we also have some nice stretchy, comfy, warm, thick material for a sweater. I just did a crewneck sweater, I think before we started this jacket, so I think I'm gonna use that same pattern. Nice little stretch, nice thick, cozy, warm. And this is funky. I still don't entirely know what I'm doing with it, but I think I'm gonna make a pair of shorts out of this. Does it look better if I show it on the GoPro? I wonder if like the detail comes through a little bit more of the color. There's, I would almost say like purplish little diamonds embroidered in this. I don't even know if that's embroidered, but I like this. It's funky. It was on sale and I just said, you know what? We're gonna try it. This is the wrong side of it as well, which I'm definitely going to be use. Look at that, next to each other. Think shorts with like the trim or the hems having the wrong side of it. And maybe like a little strip going down the side of that to give some offsets. Yeah, this will be cool. I'm excited to use this stuff. This, I think like a pair of shorts. I think that'll look good. I have a couple of pairs of shorts that I did not make, but they're kind of funky like that. I like it, I like it. Word up. All right, we're gonna set the sleeve and maybe that'll be it today. But yes, we have lots of fun projects coming up. Also feels good for me that I don't have to be like panicking about what's coming up next. I basically have 3 things I will work on next before I have to think about anything else new. All right, back to business. Let us set our final sleeve. I could align that a little bit better, but whoops, just started it. Oh darn, guess I can't adjust it. That's so cool seeing that shirt in the chat. I love that. Very cool sub badge. Must be getting towards the end of stream time because we are getting hungry. Oh, that might not look so great. We're slipping a little bit on the fabric. Keep it together, come on. You can do this. Final lines. Here we go. Is laying a little funky. Why are you being so funky? Less funk, please. Something doesn't seem entirely right here. What happened? Oh, that's gonna be on top of the sleeve too. Uh-oh. 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 I'm going to introduce some wrinkles. This is not very clean. Everyone avert your eyes, please. Oh, I kind of see what I did there. I cut a corner a little bit too sharp. Oh, don't look, just get through it. Trying to lay this out or flatten it out as much as I can. But we're gonna have a little wrinkle. Ooh, nasty, 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 nasty. Okay, we did it. Did we do it well? Well, I don't know about that. Yeah, a little bit of a pinch there. I don't like that. It is on the back at least. I could have lined that up better. Way better. Actually, the bottom seam, that looks better. And the top. Yeah, it looks okay. All right, let's do a little try on, shall we? Okay. Well, you know, not bad. See, I think part of the issue is just there's still a lot of fabric. We took some of it out of the back here, but there is still just a good amount of fabric going on here. The sleeves are good. I think the sleeve length is honestly like perfect. But I just wish like I could take half the jacket off almost. Yeah, I don't disagree. I think like if I get a little bit of a closer look here with it, you know, like I don't know, I need a better angle for this. And if this, once I finish this actually, this won't open up as much, so then it won't give so much extra room. So that'll definitely help with it. But there's a solid that like full finger length could come off of this to fit it a little bit better on myself. So I should have taken that into consideration from the test. I don't know why I didn't think about it more. I don't know. I guess I was just focused on other points on the test jacket that I just totally blew over the fact that there is just so much going on here with this. But yeah. Am I happy with it? I think so. I could fix up the collar a little bit more. There's supposed to be some shoulder straps to go on. We have our pull cord that's supposed to go around the waist, which I still do think is going to help with bringing it in a little bit. It'll just kind of like, yeah, just bring it in a little bit more around me. So that's true. That is true. I do have a lot of utility here. I could put all my stuff in here. I'm just gonna start packing away everything. Get my iPad. I could fit a full iPad mini in this. Look at that. I mean, we do have some utility going on here. Not gonna lie. We got room for it all. All my notions for the jacket, I'll just keep them in the pockets until it's time to put them on. What else do I got? What else can I put in here? For sure. In the pattern, it does say that there's like extra space for a jacket or like a hoodie or anything, layers. I just think there's still a little bit too much for me. Even if I had on a hoodie, I could have like 3 hoodies on and I think I'd still have room. But look at this. I mean, I could carry like my full sewing kit in this jacket. I got my shears, I got my iPad, I have some random notions here and there. I got some clippers. I mean, the pockets are pretty cool. Having it on, having the sleeves, having the collar on and everything, I am already like warming more up to it. Like just seeing it a little bit more finished, it's helping. It's helping for sure. So I think that does reassure me or like confirm that I will eventually finish this. We'll put on the notions, we'll do the finishing stitches, still have to do the bottom hem, which will take out a lot of the fabric, and that'll help as well. So yeah, overall, quite happy with it. I'm just ready for the next project. So we'll put this on pause. We'll come back eventually to work on this. I might do it offline. Maybe we'll do it on stream. I don't know. We'll see how all that goes. But I think that might be it for today. I'm gonna do just a quick minute of cleanup here. But for the most part, we're pretty much clean here. But tomorrow we will begin cutting out the fabric. Yes, we are back tomorrow. We're gonna be starting the pants. We'll be cutting fabric. We'll be crawling around on the ground. It'll be a roaring time. Jolly good fun. Just around the corner. Less than 24 hours from now, you could be back here enjoying the fun. How exciting. Let me turn off my iron. And I think that's just about it. Seeing it on camera, like, I like it. It is cool. Very nice. And you know what I say to that, actually? Told you so, you have to throw some of these in the chat, too. We got some emotes. Nice. Cool. Well, we did it. We're back. It's very good emotes, very cool. And we also have the seam ripper one for when we need to do some seam ripping. The Grim Ripper. Alright everyone, well, thank you for hanging out. I haven't been so consistent on the streams recently, but coming back today, felt good. Glad to be back. Glad to see some emotes going. Glad to see our regulars pop in, so thanks everyone for tuning in. I'll be back tomorrow. If I don't see you, we should be back to our normal schedule, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday next week. And we'll be working on some very cool looking pants. So yeah. That's it. See you later. Bye. Thank you. What a cool way to end the stream. Now I just wander over to the computer, take a little drink of water before I end the stream. Do. Should I end it now? Do I click end? Stop. Stop streaming. Stop.